you have just said that the APC is not a party. They're an organization. What makes your Action Democratic Party a party?
We are a party because we are organic. Organic in the sense that, you see, we are coming together as people that have one, that's why we say one destiny. We have a goal, and the goal is that we have to rescue this political space that is imminent, that's suffering imminent collapse. What am I saying? What I'm saying is that in the system you have today, there's no discipline. Party is nowhere to be found. And in a democratic system, it is the political party that determines, that even tells you that what you are running as a system is a democratic system. Because if there are no political parties, it's as good as a military administration or a kind of a system of autocratic government, which is what you have today in place in the form of APC government. The executive does not even think of the party as anything. The only time they think about the party is when they are going for an election. It is then that they probably will invite the chairman of the party and say, okay, how do we go and then rig that election? It's not have to win even the election. Because they're rigging because they don't have any system.
Are you being fair?
I'm being fair because we have seen what has happened
right now
in Ondo, in the places where the elections took place, where APC participated. We saw what they did. They rigged more than what we were talking about before. So, and I'm saying that a situation where the chairman of the party is not taking into cognizance in the decisions of the party, of the government that party produced. You are standing the pyramid on his head. It can't stand. It will crumble. And that is why this one is crumbling. National Assembly does not know what the executive is doing. Even the judiciary, they are at loggerhead with each other. All the arms of government are at loggerheads with each other.
The judiciary is not partisan.
It's not partisan, but because they also have to respond to the dynamics of the politics in the system. That's why you have them also, at a distance. Yes, independence does not mean that everybody should be operating at loggerheads or at parallel. No, government is supposed to be in harmony, independent in harmony, so that you achieve the set objectives.
So what do you make of discipline? What do you make of the party, the APC, then going round to collate, views on this matter of restructuring?
It's an afterthought. It's just they don't even have any plan. That's what I told you. It's a party or government that's no plan, no competence, no vision. They don't even have what you call credibility. And those things lacking in any system, in any government at all, cannot stand. So it's an afterthought. They are just jumping on the ship that they thought maybe it's taking people somewhere. Everybody's shouting restructuring, then the party just wakes up saying, we must also, sing the same song. That is not how a party is supposed to organize. We are structured in a way that we are coming with competence, we are coming with vision, we are coming with unity of purpose because we want to unite this country. And where there's no discipline in a party, that's why in our party supremacy is number one. You are accountable to the party, whether you are a governor or president or wherever you think you are. You can't appoint ministers just the way you like. You can't just submit a budget to the National Assembly the way you like. It must be in consonance with the manifesto of the party. And we have a system of direct, election. That's election through everybody, every card-carrying member of the party having to vote for whoever is going to represent, from councillor to the president.
I'm just wondering
there's no delegate system in our party.
Who precisely? I mean, how many elected representatives do you currently have in government at any level right now?
We've just come on board. We were arrested just 5 months, 3-4 months ago. We are among the 5 parties that were arrested recently. But if you see the kind of structure, the kind of exodus into our party, you will not believe it.
Exodus from where?
From all these disorganized, ramshackle organizations called parties, like PDP and APC. They are not worth the name. You can't call them political parties because they are not.
You don't think that you're going to face the same problems?
No, we cannot. The problem is the beginning. Look at what Obasanjo did to PDP when he was in power as a president. He appointed himself the leader of the party. And that was the beginning of the end of that party. When this APC came, you cannot even identify who is the leader. They cannot, even national leader, they don't have. The Tinubu cannot find his level. Is he a chairman or board or national leader? Nobody even assigned anything to him. So also is the party, the chairman, Oyegun. Oyegun, they call him, so the only time he's relevant is when they are going to go for elections. They can't even have a board meeting. They can't even have, they don't even have board of trustees.
I find that very interesting because I know that these people have their different designations. But you right now are the chairman of the party, and you sound like, you know, you are very clear in terms of what your party will be doing and how. Are you going to be running for president?
The party or us?
No, you.
Myself?
Yes.
No, our party definitely is going to occupy Aso Rock come 2019.
Your party?
Yes, definitely.
Do you know who your party is going to field?
Oh, certainly. It's going to be a credible individual with competence, with vision, with plan, with credibility. That's what Nigeria is looking for.
So are you going to put yourself up for that position?
No, I don't have to. I don't have to. Just what we need, this is the mistake people are making. The mistake we are making is that that's the mistake even APC made. They just kept shouting Buhari, Buhari, Buhari as if that's the solution. Buhari is not God. He's a human being. He has his own shortcomings as a human being. And then you just, instead of selling programs, and then you sell images to people. And that's why they cannot stand. That's why the system cannot stand. When you just, everything surrounding one individual, you know, it doesn't work that way. So I know going forward, you must present somebody who personifies all these things we're talking about. So our party is going to be a system that by the time anybody emerges as the presidential candidate of the party, he must be somebody that everybody believes in. He must be somebody that buys into our system, into our philosophy.
In Nigeria of today, I mean, it's not like as if you're going to go and bring somebody from the moon. You're bringing people from this country, and you know how people usually doubt people, especially when they are politicians, and how there is usually no faith in the political class. You are saying that you're going to get somebody who is credible, who's going to be able to...
They are bound in Nigeria.
Who are definitely, there are credible people in this country, but who is going to be able to get the buy-in of all sections of the country, regardless of ethnicity or religion?
No, of course. You see, it is not something that you do by magic wand or something like that. No, it's going to happen because we are talking about Nigerians, isn't it? You know, when you see a personality that you can have confidence in, he exudes that. You know, he commands that respect, and that's why in our party we say 50% of the executive position in the party must be occupied by women and youth. Why are we saying so? Well, because we have to capture those disadvantaged groups that have not been allowed to exercise, to achieve, you know, their rightful place in the scheme of things in this country. And these are the future, and the future starts today. So we want to bring those young ones, people that have stand, you know, aloof, that, oh no, I don't want to date him, I don't want to go into politics, because it's not structured in a way that such people you are talking about, we are attracting. We are going out of our way to attract such individuals. They are bound. They are in the industries. They are even... Give a Nigerian an opportunity outside this country. He's either number one or a very good number two. Look at every aspect of life. You find Nigerians excelling. So why can't we excel here? We are there. We are providing a system that will allow such persons to come, you know, and then present themselves.
How do you then assuage groups who believe that the problem, because you have said that you think that the problem is in terms of how we've governed ourselves.
Yes.
How do you assuage groups who believe that the problem is in the Constitution? And that if we're going to continue to operate this Constitution, there is no way they're going to be guaranteed fairness?
No. I think the issue is this. You see, you cannot get it right from the beginning. Every system, you know, every system for that matter, goes through a process. It's not like a structural thing that you take something from here, you put it here mechanically. It's not so. So we have to have the patience, you know, but we have to make haste, you know, slowly. What I'm saying is that the Constitution itself, the National Assembly itself is at amending the Constitution as we speak, isn't it? They are going through the various aspects of the Constitution and they are amending that. For instance, if you look at the third tier of the government, which is the most important tier of government, it's been relegated into the background. It's the tier that should be as independent as it can be. Not what you have happening today, that you hold an election at local government, it is whoever the governor puts there that becomes the chairman of that local government. So it's an aberration. I mean, it's making the ridicule of the whole democratic system that we're talking about. So, but National Assemblies are alive to that, their responsibility in that regard. They have reformed, they are making amendments so that going forward, you will have democracy taking roots from where it's supposed to take roots. That's from the beginning. And then also look at, like I'm saying, even the revenue sharing they are talking about. You know, you have an agency Government, the parliament has put in place an agency that is even above the president. Supposed to be independent. So if you have anything, that agency should have been made to be more effective so that they can, as we go along, be able to think above politics and look at how Nigeria can be peace, can have peace and things like that.
Well, we will definitely see how that goes in the following days. I know we're already almost into the political season, if not there yet. But we have to thank you most kindly for coming on Sunrise Daily. Mr. Yabagi Yusuf Sani is a national chairman, Action Democratic Party.